Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Austen Tosone and I am a beauty and fashion content creator based in New York City. In today's video, we are going to be reviewing the new Cosmic Shadows from Florence by Mills. Their PR team kindly sent this over to me and I'm going to be testing them out and sharing my honest opinion on them. You may be watching this and thinking, Austen, didn't you just do a Florence by Mills video like a couple weeks ago and didn't it not go very well? And the answer to that is yes, but first of all, you guys love Florence by Mills. Whenever I do these videos, they're always some of my most watched, so I had to come on and talk about this new release. And second of all, I have high hopes for this product and I'm pretty excited just knowing the little that I know about it now. So in this video, I'm going to go through and show you swatches of the product. We're going to talk about the product claims, the price point, going to try them on for you, of course, and at the end, I'll share my final thoughts on whether or not you should buy them. I will link my other Florence by Mills product reviews down below in the description box. I think I've done 3 videos in total on this brand now, so you can go check them out after this one in case you're curious about any of their other products. So what are these eyeshadows exactly? According to the Florence by Mills website, it is a loose eyeshadow that lets us play and create out of this world looks. It has a vegan brush applicator and they're super easy to use and don't require any additional tools. The talc-free formula delivers powerful pigments that make us want to stand out. So just to react to that, the vegan brush is a plus, and of course it being talc-free is great too. Talc is still allowed in a lot of beauty products in the US, and it's one of the most harmful ingredients. So whenever someone upfront says that there's no talc in a product, I think that's a great thing. The part I'm always skeptical about is super easy and don't require any additional tools. And I hope that this product ends up being what Glossier Lid Star was not for me, just kind of looking at the formula and consistency. I personally found that Lid Star needed a lot of buildup to even show up on my eyes at all. And also that I probably got a better effect if I used, my finger or a brush to blend it out versus really just swiping it on and being done with it. So if you'd like to go check out my Glossier Lid Star review, I will leave it down below for you to go watch. And then we get into how to use. And I have conflicting information from the website and from the PR card that I was sent. So on the PR card, it says, make applying a little easier by gently tapping your favorite shadow into the palm of your hand to evenly distribute the product on the built-in brush. And then on the website, it just says shake before opening to dispense shadow onto brush, twist cap open and use built-in brush to apply directly to eyelids. So I'm not exactly sure why these two things are different. I'm gonna go with what the website says because this sounds messy. I know that I just compared these products to Glossier Lid Star, but I just want to kind of use that as a point to compare the price and the product amount. So Glossier Lid Star is a liquid eyeshadow formula. It is very, very thin though, and you get 0.15 ounces of product for $18. That's Glossier Lid Star. And then for Florence by Mills, you get 0.07 ounces of product, and one of these is $16. So that's almost half of the product for just about the same price as Lid Star. Comparatively for other kind of high-end or middle-priced Sephora brandy single eyeshadows, it's probably not too far off, and it probably is on the more affordable side, but I just wanted to offer kind of another similar product to compare the price point and the amount of product because you just want to make sure you're getting your money's worth if you're going to use something. All right, so here are the products. Here's what they all look like, and there are 4 shades here, and I'm going to swatch them on my skin so you can see what they look like. And I have, as you can see, pretty fair skin, a tiny bit darker than like the lightest shade, but still pretty pale over here, especially in February in New York City in a pandemic with no traveling. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with Cusp, and I'm going to shake it as recommended by the website and twist off the cap. And here I can see that there is a tiny brush applicator as indicated. And right now it doesn't look like a ton of product got on the brush upon first shake. So I'm gonna actually shake it a little harder. Okay, if I tap, I see product is coming off. I think the problem with this shade that I picked up is that it's a very similar color to the brush. Here are my swatches. I've got Cusp, Retrograde, Aurora, and Solstice on here. And I did do a couple of different strokes on top. So I probably did like 10 or 15 strokes of each, and they are coming up pretty light, but they are super shimmery. And my thought here is that I can probably get away with wearing just Aurora or just, not Aurora, just Solstice or just Retrograde on my eyes, like for an everyday thing where I just want to use one product and I don't want to have to worry about doing much else, because I like that just subtle wash of a more neutral color. I think one of the interesting things is Cusp sort of looks the brightest to me in person when I look at these swatches, and so that is definitely a new one. I feel like those lighter shades in the past have been the hardest to kind of show up on your lids, especially if you have super pale skin, but I'm interested that that one is really standing out to me. I think Aurora has the most noticeable fallout right now, but I think that's also just because it is such a bright shade. So those are my swatches, and I usually don't go too much by swatches to judge the success of the product. I really just want to see what it looks like when I actually go to apply it, so that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so I did go ahead and prime my eyelids with the Smashbox 24-hour primer because that is kind of my go-to, but I wanted to zoom you in so I can show you what it looks like when I go to apply Solstice. So I'm gonna give it a good shake because if I want to be able to cover my whole eyelids just based on the swatch, you want to make sure you really get enough product onto the brush. And I'm hoping this is, you know, a couple of swipes and I'm done. So let's see what it actually looks like. Oh, there's so much more payoff, I feel like, on my eye versus trying to swatch it. See, this is why you don't go by the swatch. All right, so that is what a couple of brush strokes of Solstice looks like on my eyelid. And I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty evenly distributed. I think if I were to do anything with an extra tool, I might just take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and brush out the edge a tiny bit to make it a little bit more subtle. But I'm just gonna leave it as it is because this is all about finding the right lazy girl solution for eyeshadow. Let me give it another shake and then I will put it on the other eye. Okay, so here is how both eyes are looking, and since they sent it, and I don't believe I've tried it yet, I'm going to top it off with the Built to Lash mascara, and it is just in the shade Black. I think they might just have this one shade, but while I am here, I figured why not test this one as well. For some reason, I was expecting a skinny wand, and I'm very happy to see this thicker wand. All right, it's looking the tiniest bit clumpy, which is to be expected from a brand new mascara. So I kind of just blink my lashes along my finger to fluff them a tiny bit, get rid of any excess product. All right, we're done applying mascara. It reminds me a tiny bit of the Tarte Surfer Curl. Is it called Surfer Curl? I think that must be right. It's a play on Surfer Girl Austen. So I have to say, I definitely like this better than expected. I think that for anyone who is into a one wash of color look, this works because it also has the shimmer to it and it makes it feel a bit more multi-dimensional, even if you just use this one product. So I think you can get a really beautiful look pretty easily without too much effort other than, you know, get your cocktail arms out. My question for this product was, can I actually do it in a couple of sweeps without any other tools? And I believe the answer is yes. I might start the product a little closer down to my lash line and work it up so there's naturally less as I get closer to my brow, and that way I wouldn't need an extra fluffy brush to brush out the edges a little bit and make it a little bit more subtle and a little less harsh of a line where this product stops and starts, but I really do like how it came out. I don't necessarily feel like I need all four of these shades. I think if I were to pick two, I'd probably go for these two because Solstice I feel like can be a great everyday product for me, and I feel like Aurora is just for that first night out after the pandemic when you're just wearing blue eyeshadow and at a bar with your friends and all is right and well with the world again. This really feels like a Florence by Mills product. This feels super on brand for her. I love the cosmic vibes. I love the names. I love the packaging and the fact that it is supposed to be really easy makeup application. This is, of course, a makeup brand geared towards Gen Z. So maybe if you're just trying makeup for the first time and you're looking for something really easy to get into it, I actually do think this is it. I was worried that this was going to be messy and a little complicated, but like I said, applying it just straight on my eyes has had really nice impact, and I definitely look forward to using this one again. Thanks for tuning in to watch another Florence by Mills review here on my channel. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every Sunday. I have a whole playlist of beauty product reviews if you're interested in any others, and I also share tips for beauty content creators or those who are interested in becoming beauty content creators or influencers. Give this video a thumbs up down below if I've influenced your purchasing decision one way or the other. Let me know which shade you might try if you end up buying them. And of course, all the products I mentioned today are linked down below in the description box. There is no pressure to shop those links, but I do get a small affiliate commission if you do choose to make a purchase based on my recommendation. That's it for me, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye.